Okay, first of all, good morning to all of you. By the grace of great Vaheguru, let us start our today's topic. In the last lecture, we have done a numerical on the phase velocity, group velocity, and velocity of a particle. So, see, this is another numerical proof that for a non-relativistic particle, phase velocity is equal to half of the group velocity. Now, see, we have three kinds of velocity. What is v? Another is Vp, and third is Vg. V is called velocity of particle, Vp is called phase velocity or wave velocity, and Vg is called a group velocity or velocity of a wave packet. So see, what's the meaning of non-relativistic? Non-relativistic means the velocity of particle is very small. Velocity of particle is very small as compared to the speed of light. I need to say this is the case. V is very small as compared to C. Okay, for a non-relativistic particle, what is energy? Energy is equal to half mv square. Half mv square, that is equal to p square by 2m. That is equal to p square by 2m. So मैंने differentiate किया d by dt, that is equal to Vg. Vg is equal to V. Vg is equal to V. Now please come to this point. Phase velocity is given by Vp is equal to nu lambda. Vp is equal to nu lambda by this relation. This is meant for the photon. This is meant for a photon. For a light, for a photon, c is equal to nu lambda. C is the speed of light. Here our wave is our vector wave. Okay. So the Vp is equal to nu lambda. What I have done? I have multiplied by h divided by h. Nothing. What is h due? E lambda by h 1 upon p. Substitute there. What is E? E is equal to p square by 2m. तो मैंने लिख दिया p स्क्वायर बाय 2 डिवाइड बाय p, तो आ जाएगा 1 बाय p, p के साथ p कैंसिल, तो क्या आ गया p बाय 2m, p इज इक्वल टू mp, mm कैंसिल p बाय 2, तो इट विल डेफिनेटली कम. तो सी वी हैव अ टू रिलेशंस. वी हैव अ, मैं यहाँ पे नोट लिख रहा हूँ, मेरे पास दो रिलेशंस आए हैं. फर्स्ट v किसके इक्वल होता है? v इज इक्वल टू क्या होता है? vg. v इज इक्वल टू क्या होता है? vg. That means group velocity is equal to velocity of a particle. And second is phase velocity is equal to क्या होता है? Phase velocity is equal to क्या होता है? v by 2. क्या होता है? v by 2. v by 2 और vg by 2 बोल सकते हैं ना, और vg by 2. तो ये क्वेश्चन कैसे पूछ सकता है? ये भी कह सकता है कि prove that phase velocity is equal to half of the velocity of particle, half of the velocity of a particle. तो ये भी कह सकता हूँ, और मैं लिख सकता हूँ Vp is equal to Vg by 2. Phase velocity is half of the group velocity और phase velocity half of the particle. One and same thing. One and same thing. तो ये 4 marks में आता है friends. 4 marks. मैं क्या लिख रहा हूँ? 4 marks. ये numerical आता है 4 marks में. ठीक है? Right now we have done a two numerical. One is the proof that group velocity is equal to velocity of particle. Second, proof that phase velocity is equal to half of group velocity, or phase velocity is equal to half of velocity of a particle. Any doubt from this part? Okay. Now let us come to the next point. It is the most important in 2 marks. What is uncertainty principle? What is uncertainty principle? What do you mean by uncertainty? Uncertainty is not certain. Uncertainty means not certain. Okay. Uncertainty principle आपने 10 plus 2 में पढ़ा है. So the definition of uncertainty principle is it is impossible to measure position and momentum of the particle simultaneously. It is impossible to measure position and momentum of the particle simultaneously. See, if you measure the position of the particle accurately, then the momentum will be uncertain. If you measure the momentum of the particle certainty, then position will become uncertain. How? See, the formula is delta x dot delta v greater than or equal to h cross by 2, where h cross is equal to h by 2 pi. And h cross is called a reduced Planck constant. It is called a reduced Planck constant. What is delta x? Delta x is the uncertainty in the position or error in the position. Let us say if we found the position accurately. If we found the position accurately, then what's the value of delta x? What's the value of delta x? Then the delta x will tending to 0. For accurate measurement of position, delta x will become 0. Then what about delta v? Then delta v will become infinity. Delta v will become because h cross by 0, h cross by 0, something upon 0 field. And case number 2, let us say we have found the P accurately. We have found the momentum accurately. Momentum accurately means delta P becomes 0. Delta P becomes 0. If delta P becomes 0, what is the uncertainty in position? So its name is also the second name is Heisenberg. Heisenberg uncertainty principle. Heisenberg is the name of the scientist who basically give this name principle, because the quantum mechanics is totally based upon this principle. Okay, because electron is moving. We cannot measure the position and the momentum of the electron or particle simultaneously and accurately. If we measure the position accurately, the momentum will become uncertain, and vice versa. If we find out the momentum certain, then position will become uncertain. So this is a definition. And in terms of energy and time, this will become delta E dot delta T greater than or equal to h cross by 2. तो ये 2 मार्क्स में हमेशा ही क्वेश्चन आता है. Always in 2 marks question is asked what is uncertainty principle. Okay, that is the basic of the quantum mechanics. Are you getting the point? See, electron is moving. It is very difficult to locate the position and the momentum of the electron or particle both simultaneously and accurately. It's very difficult. Okay. Now the last point is, see, what is wave function? What is a wave function which is designated by a symbol sign? See how the symbol came. See, when we are talking, it means sound waves are propagating. Sound waves are propagating. Okay. When we are talking about sound wave, what is the quantity which is continuously variable? Pressure of air. Because sound wave is longitudinal wave. Sound wave is a longitudinal wave, and when a longitudinal wave propagates through a medium, then what would happen? Compression, rarefaction forms. I mean to say, at some points density pressure of air will be more, and at some points pressure of air will be less. Okay, and similar to density. Okay, so it means when we talk about the propagation of sound wave, the pressure of the air is the quantity, the pressure is the quantity which is basically varies with respect to space and time. समझ आया आपको? समझ आया? जब मैं बोल रहा हूँ तो साउंड वेव प्रोपिगेट कर रही है, तो कौन सी चीज बदल रही है? प्रेशर. क्या बदल रही है? In English, when I am talking, when the sound wave are propagating, it means pressure is the quantity which is variable with respect to space and time. Okay. When the light is propagating, which is a variable quantity? Electric field and magnetic field. E and H are oscillating. E and H are oscillating with respect to space and time. Similarly, when a particle is propagating or moving, then a wave is associated with it. That is set by the de Broglie. It means when a particle is moving, there is some quantity which will be variable with respect to space and time, and that quantity is called a psi. So you can write definition. The quantity whose variation makes up the de Broglie wave. The quantity whose variation makes up the de Broglie wave is called wave function. It's called a wave function. Psi makes up the de Broglie wave. The quantity whose variation makes up the de Broglie wave. वो क्वांटिटी जिसके बदलने से क्या बन रहा है? डी ब्रॉगली वेव. क्या बन रही है? डी ब्रॉगली वेव. समझ आएगी नहीं आएगी? अगर जब साउंड वेव प्रोपेगेट होती है तो क्या होता है? व्हाट वुड हैपन? कहीं पे प्रेशर ज्यादा है, कहीं पे प्रेशर कम. अगर सेम प्रेशर होगा, क्या वो प्रोपेगेट कर पाएगी? नो. आई गेट माय पॉइंट. तो सिमिलरली इस केस में द क्वांटिटी whose variation makes up the de Broglie wave is called a wave function. So basically psi tells us the behavior of a particle. And now see, the psi has no physical significance, but psi square is called a probability density. Psi square is called a probability density, and psi square is also called the psi into psi star. This psi star means complex conjugate. Psi star means a complex conjugate. Are you getting my point? Now see, Psi square is called the probability density, and psi square has the physical significance. Okay, psi has no physical significance, but psi square has the physical significance. It is also called the probability density. It is called the probability density. तो क्या है इसका significance? जी हमें बताता है कि पार्टिकल वहाँ पे होगा या नहीं होगा, उसकी कितनी संभावना है. So psi square tells about the probability of finding the particle. Probability of finding the particle. Psi square tells about the probability of finding the particle. So what I will do, I have integrate psi square with respect to volume from minus infinity to plus infinity, and it is equal to 1. अगर ये equal to 1 है, इसका मतलब क्या है कि particle must be there. Particle must be there. अगर 0 हो जाएगा, let us say, if I would say psi square dV is equal to 0 from minus infinity to plus infinity, it means that the probability of finding the particle is 0. If I am saying the probability of finding the particle is 0.4, what does this mean? 0.4 means 40%. It means probability of finding the particle is 40%, because the maximum probability is 1 and the minimum probability is 0. Okay, and all the combinations, rest of the combinations are lying between the 0 and 1. Let us say the probability of finding the particle is 0.6. What does this mean? 60%. It means that the probability of finding the particle is 60%. So it means psi square, which is called the probability density, it has a great advantage. It has a great advantage, and it tells about the probability of finding the. So please write, psi square tells about the probability of finding the particle. Psi square is called the probability density, and it tells about the probability of finding the particle.
Psi square is called.
Okay, it is also called a Born interpretation. ये किसने बताया था? Born ने बताया था. Born is the scientist. Born interpretation. Max Born interpretation. Okay, Born interpretation, that is psi square. If we integrate the psi square from minus infinity to infinity over the with the limit of volume dV, that is equal to 1. That is equal to 1. अगर 0 हो जाएगा, इसका मतलब this means that the particle would not be there. Is equal to 1 means the particle would be there. Now see, अब देखो हमारे पास we have a wave packet. We have a wave packet. So the particle can be anywhere. Particle can be anywhere. Particle can be here. But at which place the particle to find the probability is maximum? At the central point, because this is the maximum point. At this point, the probability of finding the particle is maximum, and at the side corners, the probability of finding the particle is minimum. Okay, like you people, right now you are sitting in the class. After some you are sitting in the, you will present in the college, or you are moving here and there. So it's very difficult to locate a person. So in that kind of position, we can talk only about the probability. Probability of finding a person in the student is in the hostel is let us say 0.2. Then what is the probability of student not present in the hostel? 0.8. Okay, because PR plus PR1 is equal to 1. Okay, so that is why the quantum mechanics only talk about the probability. Talks about the probability, because we cannot locate the exact position of the particle. Okay, that is already said by the Heisenberg uncertainty principle. So I think this is all about it. These are the 3 topics. This is numerical, then uncertainty principle, and then wave function and probability density. These are the wave function also, wave function and probability density. These are the important topics. You can take click of this. Okay. Any doubt from this part? Any doubt? Thank you.